Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. Darnold going to throw right away. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. That'll bring up second down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
Well, this defense for the Bengals very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Down the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. On fourth down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. Back deep is Charlie Jones. And this will be taken at the 13. A 55-yard punt that time with a return of about 14. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12, 11, Thomas. 11, 11, 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat.
Here we go.
So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards.
41-yard gain. And the Bengal first down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. You talk about this Bengals defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it, because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Connects with Kittle underneath. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. The Niners sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Clock running, under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. On 1st down, Darnold. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw is Darnold. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Bengals' 9-yard line.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold sliding out of the pocket.
Connecting here with Christian McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Gun.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now it's Burrow.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Here we go.
First down, Cincinnati.
11, MT, Kate. 11.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress.
Now Burrow loses the football.
Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Steps away to his left. And caught it up.
One of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the 1st down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free.
Touchdown!
Jamar Chase, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 8.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Back to throw, Darnold.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is absolutely perfect.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal rail.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase,
his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Meanwhile, Darnold's throw pulled in by Kittle.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now Darnold.
He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
As my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On second down, McCaffrey. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Third and 3.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bengals will get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half for Burrow and company.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
49ers 10.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Burrow. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big play here as they strike for 31. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the jet sweep and go play action with Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Now, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
To the air again, Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open. Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And he's blocked down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 77 yards. And the 49ers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
At their own 45-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Bengals.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
The Niners take over.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 58 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Bengals force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Looking deep here for Chase.
It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Here we go.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Burrow now off the bootleg.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Herb Smith Jr. there to make the grab. And the Bengals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
McPherson on for the point after.
It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Next to score, Bengals 21, 49ers 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Niners take over 1st and 10
49er offense set to get this drive underway. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Darnold's throw taken in by Samuel. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Third down.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're looking at third and a few inches. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Darnold completes it. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. First and 10.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 75. And the Niners answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here we go, here we go.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
11. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now Moody for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Niners 31, Bengals 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Gun.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Irv Smith Jr. with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here. And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray, 68 yards. And the 49ers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
12.
Throwing, Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. point, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
McPherson's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, that's one part of the equation, puts them back within one score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts, but without that third one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now Darnold rolling to his right.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for San Francisco,
they run their mark to 6-2 on the year.
And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.